Larkspur! It's fine, man. It's fine. Fine. What's up, Larkspur? It's Jeef and Sherry and Fatima. Christopher. Wow. Long time no see. Tracy and the Chuck. Natalie. Wow, we got Natalie too. Wow. Holy moly. Nothing good. You won't be here too long. Mom's been in the hospital. Oh, God. I hope she's doing better there, Larkspur. Ah, what's up, everybody? Happy Friday. Jim's inside preparing supper. So I decided I would light the fire. No Chuck yet. He's always doing chores. Wow, you always got that man doing chores. Fatima does not have ice cream? What the hell? Fatima. Hey, Gord. Gordon, can we have this Boston butt and Boston shoulder discussion again? Uh, how was everybody's week? Linda. Uh, uh, Tracy's got all the cake and ice cream. That's good. She has all the things. I don't know if you guys watched Tracy and Chuck's latest video, but that greenhouse, they got a lot of stuff growing in that greenhouse, let me tell you. Lots of things. It's been a busy couple of months. Diagnosed with cancer February, had the first chemo 10 days ago. Aw. But it's above the shoulder. I didn't name it. Gourd. You're the only person on the face of the earth that I know of that, the butt sits above the shoulder. I don't know how that works. Did your butt sit above your shoulder, Gord? Ah. So anyway, had a good week. A little busy at work, but my boss's wife wound up in the hospital with kidney stones and a couple other issues. So he was supposed to be at work yesterday, but he decided starts vacation technically today. So he didn't come in yesterday either. So he'll be on vacation next week, and then we will be on vacation the following week. So I won't see my boss for like 3 weeks. Only if he's standing on his head, right? It's true. So it's gonna be another dumpy weekend, rain and bleh, all weekend long. But it's nice right now. Sunset's pretty nice. Tell me this fire went out. Oh no, it's like barely lit. Come on, is it gonna be like one of those stupid fire logs? Show you the sunset right there until when fire gets started. Rain and 60 at Tracy's house. Well, at least it's not snowing. And you don't have a hurricane, thank God. What happened to the fire? I don't know. The stupid fire log. It's like I lit it on both ends. Is it? Yeah. I did, right, Lurks? What the hell? He says it's still lit there. Maybe it's because I didn't click the tongs yet. Because I didn't take them out of the storage bin yet. Maybe it's because I didn't click the tongs yet. I don't know. It's because I didn't click the tongs yet. Wow, echo. Jim's got the volume up on his phone.
I'm sorry.
Jim's got the volume up on his phone.
Sorry.
So let's see. Went food shopping last night. Oh, what else? I have a couple videos I have to edit. Installation videos. Do need the magic pong, I know. Mom's doing good. She had like a week full of doctor's visits this week. So one of them discharged her, so she has to go to one less doctor from now on, which is yay. Despite the name, it is the upper part of the shoulder above the front leg. More marbling and intramuscular fat cooks forgivingly shreds, but you just like cut and paste that, Gord. Best choice for pulled pork. Picnic shoulder. This is the lower shoulder, closer to the front leg. We all. He's like, yes, I did. We all know that, we had this big fiasco about the way that Gord was smoking his Boston shoulder butt thing. We love you, Gord. So anyway, the stupid fireplace log quit. We have another one of those right in the drawer. Yes, I said the draw, not the drawer. Where's Charity when you need her? Cookie did not agree. He did not agree for it at all. The way you were doing things, and he like let you know about it. Jeff and Tammy built a catio today for a client. The framing for it, composite decking and railings are next, and steps. Gotta have the steps. Definitely have to have the steps. Has anybody seen Cookie? Like, make sure that he's doing okay. Apparently, cars like to climb steps rather than jump them. Oh, you mean cats? Yes. Cats. My cat is probably the only cat on the face of the earth that is not like a cat tree. We bought her like a $40 cat tree. She won't even like use it. Very upsetting. I know, Gord. It's like he kind of like disappeared. I just want to make sure he was all right, you know? So, what else? Jim's son's Eagle Scout ceremony is next month. Robin. Robin. The hummingbirds are out in force, which is yay, the hummies are back. Just gave them fresh nectar, cleaned out their bird feeder. Filled up the other bird feeder. Oh, looks like we got the fryer back. Yay. Their starter log did not want to start. I was gonna weed whack tomorrow, but I guess that's out of the question. We'll see what happens with the weather. No, I did not need to use the Vaseline this time, Fatima, because I found this thing on Amazon called. We got these two hummingbirds that are chasing each other. It's pretty funny. Um, Squirrel pouches, and it's filled with garlic and peppermint oil. Well, not oil, but peppermint and something else that the squirrels absolutely do not like. I put three of them up there. Three little, like, 3x3 pouches. Stinky as all hell. If it's the one thing that I can smell, is that nasty shit. That is stinky. I got my voice back, Robin. As you can obviously tell. So the hummingbirds are chasing each other around. We have a couple of ruby-throated hummingbirds. And then there's one or two that have a white neck on them. So, hello, it's Kay. Hello. Um, we still have birds that are confused. They land on the wrong feeder and then try to pull the flowers off of the hummingbird feeder. I'm assuming that they go to that feeder and they sit there and they wait until the birds are off of the other feeder. I've kind of come to that conclusion. So they kind of like hang out on one while the other one is being used. But yeah, these squirrel pouches are supposed to work really well. So because the squirrel has gotten smart. Taylor and Scott. The squirrel has gotten smart, and instead of trying to climb up the pole from the ground, he jumps on the fence post and leaps across onto the top of the bird feeder, on top of the pole, and tries to hang upside down and eat the suet packs out of the suet feeder. So I hung these pouches at the top of the bird feeder pole. So I put 3 of them up there. SK went back to Buc-ee's today. 3 times in 18 days. She's becoming a Buc-ee's groupie. No, you're just addicted. That's all. She is a Buc-ee's addict. She needs to go to Buc-ee's Anonymous. It still won't catch?
No,
Is it wet?
no,
Is it stupid?
it's
It's just stupid, he says. Why are we having fire difficulties today? $3.36 a gallon for regular. That's pretty good. That's really good. Thanks, Jeff. So anyway, yeah. So there's the. I'll show you the little pouches that are on top of the bird feeder over there. They're way at the top. Those little white pouches up there. That's the anti-squirrel stuff. You like someone else who really likes bugs. Who is that? It's Diane. Hi, Diane. I missed you. I'm sorry. It is. It's actually a lot nicer in person, obviously, because cameras don't always capture the full effect. And why is this still? At least he likes the Bucky Nuggets with scotch. All right. Maybe it'll catch this time. My little chickadees are going. Black cap chickadees. So let's see what else is going. My mother's good. She got discharged from one doctor. You tried their chocolate pudding today after getting gas for $3.36 a gallon. Probably not a good idea to have the pudding, seeing as I'm lactose intolerant. You were treating yourself. Yes, in Furnace Creek at Death Valley last week was $7.13 a gallon. Good thing you gassed up before going in. That's almost what we pay in Canada. That's insane. $7.13 a gallon. He's trying to get it going, SK. We're having a starter log malfunction. So he's trying to get the fire cranked up. So you have to give him a couple of minutes.
You
Seven?
got cat food.
Huh?
You're lucky you got cat food this week.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, the cat food box. Put your cat.
That came today, I think. I don't know. The cat food boxes weren't there yesterday, so I'm assuming it came today. I don't know. They can't get the delivery system right. Gourd is $5 a gallon. Here pretty regularly. Definitely an ignition dysfunction. Yes. I mean, you guys, Larkspur saw me try to light the fire. It was going for a minute, and then just went. The starter log just went. 380 by Diane's house. It was starting to go down yesterday, and it was like 379 yesterday, and we were like, "Ooh, it's finally going down." And then today, Jack went back up 20 cents, so it's now back up to 399 a gallon. It's like, are you crazy? What the hell? It's like, oh, somebody must have farted, so the gas went back up again. There's a cherry Cadillac for sale. 2008, but mint condition was 68,000 miles for 8,500 all-wheel drive. What say you? A Cadillac what, Cherry? We need to know what kind of Cadillac it is. Is it an Escalade SUV? Is it a sedan? What kind of Cadillac? Leave the fire lighting to the professional lady.
Well, I was making dinner. I couldn't be in two places at the same time.
No. It's fine. Gord's yelling at me. There we go. Holy crap. See, this is why I don't light fires, because he was the Boy Scout. That is a fire dance worthy campfire, if I do say so myself. Snap, snap. He had to sit there and coax it for a few minutes, but he gotta go. Okay, here's a question for the chat. I need to know. So the cat food that we get for Sierra, she eats Fancy Feast chicken and gravy, right? We give her a half a can at a time because that's pretty much all she'll eat. And I order it on Amazon because the price per can is cheaper, so I get it by the case. And I have the food on subscription, so it's supposed to be delivered like 2 cases every 3 weeks to a month. It depends on how fast she goes through the food. But it seems like they cannot be consistent with their delivery. So if you set it up for every 2 weeks, right? Hypothetically, right? And you say, okay, 2 weeks from today, they're going to deliver 2 cases of cat food, right? So you expect the 2 cases of cat food to show up 2 weeks from today, Friday, right? They deliver this shit like, oh, well, we'll just deliver it Monday. It'll be okay. So instead of it being 2 weeks, it's a week and a half. And then you wind up with an overabundance of cat food. And then you gotta like back the subscription down to once every 3 weeks to a month so you can go through the abundance of cat food that you have They just can't get their delivery straight. It's like it doesn't make sense. I don't understand. Oh, it's a CTS. That's a car. It's like a crossover SUV, Sherry. My boss's wife has one. Hers is a 2021, and that's all she'll buy is Cadillacs. But a 2008 with 68,000 miles is like nothing. That's like actually really good. Instead of shoes, Jim was going to burn the chair, right? Something. I'm keeping an eye on. Tracy's gas was $3.59. Today it's $3.99. That's what I don't understand. Somebody blew out a fart egg, and the price of gas went up again. It's Bob. What's up, Bob? Ordered from Chewy. They're pretty good. I'm about to compare prices, Fatima, because I have to do it like the price per can. See which one is cheaper. They just can't get their delivery straight on subscriptions. We've had that issue with Chewy auto ship. Really? Really? I mean, if you want it, like I have it set right now for every 2 weeks. 2 cases every 2 weeks. Because for a while there, she was like really blowing through the food. Like, we give her a can twice a day, and we were going through food. And then now she's like starting to leave some. So we backed her down to a half a can each time. Sometimes a little more, depends on. Sometimes she'll get like a half a can at lunch time, depends on how hungry she is. I don't know, she's weird. But so, well, most of the time, if you give her a can of food, she leaves half of it. And then by the time dinner comes, all that food is wasted, and you got to give her a new batch because she won't eat what was left. So, she's a diva. Tracy has things on subscription from Amazon, very inconsistent on delivery. Also found they keep increasing prices with the subscription. It doesn't make sense. If I say every 2 weeks, that's when I want. Every 2 weeks. And I have it set for a Tuesday. It's not even a Friday, it's a Tuesday. And they delivered it, I guess, yesterday, today. It's like, no, Tuesday. And then I have to back off and go down to 1 case because now we got too much. And leather interior, spotless inside and out. I'm thinking I'm doing it. You go, girl. You do it, Sherry. Get that cataract. You drive in style, girlfriend. Larkspur's gonna go. Have a great weekend. See you Monday. All right, Larkspur, you have a great night. All the well wishes to your mom. And we will see you Monday. Fatima's like, get a second cat. Listen, you want to, Fatima, I need you to call my mother on Facebook Messenger. Call her up on the phone on Facebook Messenger, and you tell her that you want us to get a second cat and see what she says. She'd probably say no. SK had to do the same thing with the cats. I think the warmer weather, they seem to eat less wet food and more dry. Well, what we do with her is we'll give her, because I need the wet food for the hydration along with their water. So when I get up in the morning to go to work, I'll give her half a can, right? She'll eat that, that'll be gone. And then my mother, when I come home from work, she'll be like, well, she wanted more food, so she'll give her another half a can, like right around lunchtime. And then I'll give her another half a can at dinner time, right? Like 5-ish, maybe 4:30, right? But if she wants anything during the course of the night while we're asleep, we have a container of hard crunchy food, Meow Mix, that she can munch on if she gets hungry. And then she won't eat the wet food unless we put temptation treats on the top. So I'll sprinkle like 2 or 3 of the temptations on the top of her wet food because she's spoiled, little diva. And, but if she gets hungry during the course of the night, she's got her Meow Mix. So I don't know how much more food we can give her. Yes, Sherry, go get that Cadillac. You drive around in style. Because if you base it on like 12,000 miles a year for your average mileage, right? The car is 18 years old. It's got 68,000 miles on it. So if you do the division, right? Even if you round it off to 70 divided by, 87, it's like the person hardly drove the car. So, oh, let's see. SK leaves dry down all the time. At 8 and 6, they each get a Shiba wet food, one each, but sometimes you split one for both. Yeah, I think a lot of it might have to do with like as it gets hotter out, she tends to like get a lot more lethargic. She'll just like lay around. But in the winter time, like she likes to lay by the radiator. So, I'm sure it's a change of season, but the Meow Mix is out all the time. The container's off the lid's off the container. She can jump up there whenever she wants. But you have to give him the wet food for the hydration. Unrelated question: how does the cat food compare to Jim's cooking? Asking for a cat. How, Gord? Wow. Fatima like you're well trained, and she's too much that one. She does. She has a string. She's and she won't drink her water out of a bowl on the floor. It's got to be in a cup on the counter next to the sink. She'll drink the water out of a cup, but she will not drink it out of a bowl.
Do you know where you put the clicky time?
Back in the box, babe.
In the lockbox?
Yes. Excuse me? Both Sonia and Mom are gaining weight on your cooking? Hello?
Well, she's gaining weight. I go, we just took her to the doctor. She put on like 5 pounds. I can't vouch for you. I never see you at school.
Well, you put my...
Well, I was trying to answer Gord as being a wise ass. It's its turn to be a wise ass, I guess. I never ask you about the weight. I know that.
And you're retired. Robin used to have Chewy, but they would get it close to the date. I don't use them anymore. I get custom dog food directly from Yoda. Well, even that's expensive, Robin, getting the food right from the vet. SK wants to know how you're feeling.
Me?
Yes.
Well, the chiropractor says I'm fine, so I guess I'm fine.
He released him yesterday. Just told him if he started to hurt a little, hurt again, he can come back and get him.
Don't jump on my back again.
Yeah. Oh, Gord's filling in for Rob this week.
Oh, I see.
So Diane ordered from Chewy one time, never again. See, that's so apparently no matter where you go for subscription animal food, that they can never get it right. I don't know. I've ordered stuff from Chewy, but not subscription stuff, but I've never had an issue as far as like when they delivered it. Um, I've never tried their subscriptions. But my mom did gain some weight. I mean, for somebody that doesn't eat a whole lot, I don't know where she gained her. Oh, probably from the cookies.
Oh, sure.
Or her insurance.
Oh, there's a bumming.
There's a hummy.
There's two.
There's two hummies.
Yeah.
They're little baby tiny boys. Bob said he's glad you're doing better.
Yeah, I'm all right. I mean, I guess I done bending over the fire 5 minutes. That probably other than that,
I'm feeling better. Thank you, SK. I got my voice back, obviously. It came back like Saturday morning. We had some, didn't we have some rain between Friday and Saturday?
I think so. I think it rained.
Yeah, we had some rain between Friday and Saturday. So I think that kind of like dampened down the pollen that was in the air. Because I really didn't say anything until Jim came outside. I was sitting outside in the morning and he said something and I attempted to talk and I was like, oh, I got my voice back. Yay. So, but it's that stupid pollen. Like, both my one boss at work and a couple other people, their allergies are just absolutely killing them this week. So, pollen's weird shit. It will mess you up. It's not easy as Rob makes it. So, yeah. 2 days without my voice. Doesn't happen that often. I can't remember the last time I lost my voice. Diane says 20 pounds of cat litter in a plastic jug and 2 bags of Purina Naturals cat food. They sent the litter in a bag as well as the cat food. All the bags broke open. Chewy refused to replace. What? Why would you send litter in a bag? Ugh. That doesn't make any sense. Whenever SK loses her voice, she takes 2 shots of Elijah Craig bourbon over 2 ice cubes, a splash of water, and a full teaspoon of honey dipped in the glass. And sip the bourbon with some honey until it's all gone. It's got to be a good 10 years or so since I've lost my voice. Them little hummies just hanging out. They're like chasing each other around. Phew. So yeah, it was very annoying because I knew like I started losing my voice last Thursday while I was at work. And by the time Friday morning came, when I woke up to go, I had like nothing. So people were like, "Okay, just be quiet. Just don't say anything." I'm like, "Well, I gotta talk sometime. You're gonna ask me a question during the course of the day." So I just whispered. It was whatever. It was fine. Voice comes back within 24 hours. Yeah, I got lucky. It was 48. SK Tech got a good customer service experience with Chewy. They even sent a sympathy card hand signed to us when our kitty passed away in June. Very kind. I get birthday cards from them for Sierra. From them for Sierra. And she will not touch a bit of people food, no matter what you try to offer her. Chicken, beef, pork, potato chips, mashed potatoes, like nothing. She won't eat any. Well, kind of weird. Our last cat, he liked popcorn. He would chew on pop. He liked popcorn and mashed potatoes. These calicos are crazy. They got catitude. Fatima's cats don't give people food. Well, well, Fatima, if you remember, in the last 6 years, put down two cats that were both 8 years old. So hopefully we can get over this 8 year, what do they call it? Thanks, stuff. Can I have a Dr. Pepper, please? 8 year, bad, what you call it? Juju number. Yeah. No raw or freeze dried food either. They walk away from it. Huh. Yeah, Jack we put down at 8. Chase we put down at 8. So, actually, thank you. Okay. So, she'll be 8 years old in August. She was born on 8/18/18, and she'll be 8 years old this year. So this is the year of eights. I am gonna eat. Don't forget, it's Ice Cream Friday. Tracy, what kind of milkshakes you making tonight? Hello. What's everybody got planned for the weekend? I got my coat on. Okay. No milkshakes. Tracy's tired. Chuck can get me cake and ice cream when he gets in, she says. But that spice cake that you made?
Put some lemon adobo on it before I put it in the oven.
Lemon adobo. Lemon adobo. So, Tracy, let me get this right now. The more eggs.
Jeff, yeah.
God,
Damn.
hold on, guys. Hold on.
This slide on it.
I'm working on it. Just get some more paper towels. That's all. You didn't spill all of that much. I only spilled a little bit of soda. Anyway, one last joke for the chuck. This week, Taylor's we're prepping to go down to Galveston. Okay, there you go. Galveston, oh Galveston. She's been medicating herself. You had storms last night, not bad, but um. So Tracy, all you did was add extra eggs, and that's what made it a spice cake. Is that what you said in the caption? Something about extra eggs, and it made a spice cake or something like that. Now you have extra eggs, so you made a spice cake. The recipe calls for 8 eggs. Oh, gee, okay. That's a lot of eggs for a cake. Linda likes applesauce spice cake. Good way to use up eggs. Don't you bring them to the Don't you bring them to the market with you? It's a protein-rich cake. Yeah. Don't have to feel bad about eating it. It's Chuck's grandmother's recipe. All right. Your market fridge is full. Taylor will be watching the show roll in. Then we'll watch him roll away again. Just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. Wasting time. Daryl wouldn't eat that cake for dinner. Right, Ford? It's like having breakfast for dinner. There's so many eggs in it. He would. Yeah. You got a dozen eggs a day right now. Wow. How are the baby chicks doing? Since you have a brood of chicks now. Oh, you're watching the ships roll. I'm like, you're watching the show. Okay.
No, the ship.
Ships, yes.
That's the line from the song.
Yeah. Watching the tide roll away. Yes. I was like, show? He's going to go to Galveston and see a show. Okay. Ah, the chicks are getting big. They're so cute. Just go to the feed mill to get chicken feed. I hope they don't have any chicks left. I might get unhomed. Ah, that's funny. You should get some ducks, Tracy. Some baby ducks. The ducks are mean to the chickens, really? That's not nice. The drag strip in Reading opens this weekend, Robin says. They had cool April 9th meet and greet. Oh, that sounds like fun. Will Rob no longer be joining us on this live stream since he's not working that overnight shift anymore? So, just in case he's lurking, so Rob quit his job. As I choke on my dinner here. So he could take care of his mom. So I haven't actually spoke to him on the phone since he's quit his job. Like I talked to him the night, like his last night shift that he worked. But what he's doing is he spends like all day, and she just got moved to a rehab. Um, so he spends all day with her, and then if they allow it, he sleeps there all night long, and then he'll go home like every couple of days, and then he'll come back and stay a couple of days, and then he'll go back home, back and forth. So I'm assuming that he's trying to get himself back into a regular, like, nighttime sleeping schedule. He was in Robert's chat and he said hello, but that was about all he said. And I haven't heard from him all day today. So that's what he's doing. Found him as ducks, geese, and chicks grew up together. So I guess until he gets himself acclimated back on a awake during the day and asleep at night schedule type of thing. I don't know. Yeah, he just, I don't know. I just saw, I got a notification for another video he put out. But in the chat.
Oh, just
Okay.
Jim says hi. Ugh!
Um, so he's become his mom's full-time caregiver, I guess is what you want to call it. And considering there's a 5-hour time difference, what is it? 8 o'clock now? So it's 3 o'clock in the morning over there. He might have like crashed. So we'll, I don't know. I'd keep track of him. Yay, clicky tongs! Dun dun dun! That fire's ripping now. Ugh. You look good in my jacket.
Ugh.
And that's all I gotta say about that. Oh, you didn't hear my entire explanation, SK? I don't want the s'mores. Taylor says, speaking of pets, we have been following this guy on Facebook that adopted a coyote that plays and hangs out with his cat and dog. The page is called Weave the Coyote. Crazy stuff right there. Heck yeah. Not sure I'd let my animals or my family near a coyote. Just saying. Oh, okay. I didn't see him in there. You never know when he can just like pop up out of nowhere, you know? So let's see what else we get. Danny Dizzle Super Mod Spectacular Supporter just subscribed. Well, thanks, Danny Dizzle Super Mod subscriber moderator person. Mm, What else? What you got, babe?
Uh, not tried to go to the supermarket today, buy food that I didn't need because there's no list.
He calls me at work. And usually, like, he'll text me, and I'm like, crap, what happened? Right? So I answer the phone. I'm like, hello. And I could hear, like, the hustle and bustle of the shop right in the background. He says, I'm at the shop right. I said, okay. He's like, did we have a list? I think we got all this stuff last week. I don't see a list in the phone. So I started laughing. I was like, oops. We're so used to going, like, he'll go, like, for what we need for the camper on a Friday. He'll get during the day while I'm at work. Well, we had made an extra trip last Saturday because he ran out of something that he needed. So we just picked up what we needed on Saturday and totally forgot we didn't have to go to today. So he's like, I walked into the store and I opened my phone and I couldn't find a list. I said, oops. So he made an unscheduled, unneeded, well, scheduled but unneeded trip to the shop right there. Rob requires a list. Must get with the pro. He does require a list. I thought Fatima was in charge of the list. Gord says, now, now, Gord. We have all hung out in person, Gord. Do you think that Fatima needs a list? Fatima will run you over, Gord, okay? So yeah, Jim went to the food store for no reason, which was fine because he had other errands he had to do while he was out. So he's only around the corner from the shop, right? It wasn't horrible. Once I figured out that once I thought about it, I said, "Sheesh, we really don't have a list." I started laughing. I'm like, you can't. Okay, oh well. It's fine. Fatima's list is kale. True. Vampire garlic kale, Gord. Oh, and what else? We got our first service done on the Jeep yesterday. Jim took it to the dealer, got its first oil change and tire rotation. What did he say about the air filter? Anything?
No,
No.
which indicates to me that it didn't need to be changed because they check it.
Oh, okay. Kale's a great snack on or salad a dish. Um, so that was free. My first two oil changes and tire rotations are free. And we went early because we're going to Florida in 2 weeks, so it's not even at its recommended service mileage yet. It's still like 1,700 miles away, but we wanted to get it done before we left to go to Florida. So, personally, Gord finds kale to be great at the shoots of the compost. Ah. Oh, wow. Gord just likes to drink his White Claw and be happy. He had to drink all his White Claw that he brought to Michigan because he couldn't bring it back over the border to Canada. I guess that means you use a composting toilet. Now it's the Finnish long. Oh, you changed it up? Oh, he changed it up. Okay. So you went through the White Claw phase and now it's Finnish long drink. Okay. So where did you go, Gord? You said you went to California. Where did your trip take you? Was that your anniversary trip? I have a lot of questions. Do you add maple syrup to the kale? Is that what you did? I think it's the eating kind as opposed to the child type. Death Valley and Sedona. Okay. Was Death Valley hot? Sherry says nice fire. She was scrubbing out her fridge because what a food poisoning situation. And I had new groceries that need to be put away. Yes, I agree. It would have been the better thing to do. Who got food poisoning?
She did.
She did or Bill did?
No, I think she did.
One thing I've never had.
Good. You don't want
Have you had it?
it. Mm-hmm.
What did you eat?
Something that I shouldn't have, and I can't remember what it was.
Bad lettuce in a salad. I mean, all you can do is just kind of like go back to like the last thing you ate, right?
Well, depends on how long it took whatever it is to not digest.
True. Probably octopus. Fatima says you ate octopus and it made you sick.
I like octopus. Just it's like sushi. Sushi can get you unless you know the people that are making it know what the hell they're doing.
True. Oh, nobody got it. It's just big. Heck yeah, it's well, okay. That makes sense.
Somebody got food poisoning that's regular.
I like calamari, but it's gotta be fried. I think we've had that discussion. And it can't be too fried, otherwise it turns into rubber. But a good Parmesan herb crusted calamari is dipped in, you know, you squeeze some lemon over it and you dip it in some marinara sauce. Marinara.
You should put a box on here on Wednesday.
Box time! It's box time. It's time for a box.
Oh,
SK never got. I never get it out. I only ever trusted my mother's, which she will never have again, of course. Well, you could try to make it SK. Yes, I like squid. Jim likes the octopus. That's an Ensure box that's burning at the moment.
Yep. I'm sure.
It will ensure that we have an adequate box burning. Oh, she made it raw. Oh, okay. I got you. So you made the light come on the camera. So the doctor that my mother went to yesterday wants her to start taking an iron supplement because her iron is low. Well, if you know anything about iron, when you take iron, it constipates the hell out of it. So we asked my next door neighbor, the chiropractor, if there was an alternative to the iron pills, and he suggested desiccated liver because liver has iron in it. Bob only eats it smooth. Fatima says anything that spits ink isn't for me. Actually, I can't eat it. Pineapple, Sherry. Pineapple! Octopus is one of the most intelligent creatures we really shouldn't eat.
They're smart enough to taste good.
You hear that? He said they're smart enough to taste good. Anyway, so I ordered desiccated liver pills. They're capsules, actually. And they came today. But Blood Builder by Megafood is another alternative. So I failed to tell my mother when we got back from the food store what he had said to order. So I called Jim on my lunch break today, like I do every day. And he says, I'm on the phone for like 2 minutes, and he says, hold on, your mother's calling me. So I'm like, okay. So he clicks over, and next thing you know, he comes back, and we're having a three-way conversation on the phone. So she says, Soan? I said, yes. She said, that stuff that you ordered came today. She said, what did you order? So I said, I ordered desiccated liver. She said, why did you order desiccated liver if I'm supposed to take iron supplements? I said, because we asked Alan what an alternative was, because the iron pills will constipate you. She says, yeah, but you forgot to tell me what the name of it was. She goes, and when I opened the package, I was like, desiccated liver, what's that? So I said, yes, I forgot to tell you. I'm sorry. So I said, take 2. They're like 750 milligrams a piece. Start off between 1,000 and 1,500. So take 2 after supper with your other pill. And she said, okay. So she put them in her pill organizer. I made sure of that before we left. And so, yeah. You saw Bo today, but you didn't see Ving? Well, what the heck? SK, you had one job. You were supposed to see both Bo and Ving together. No, Bob. No. No, Bob. No. No. Traditional iron supplements create human concrete. Yeah, well, that's that's what we're going. That's what we're trying to avoid. Yes. So I mean, look at it. If you have hard water where you live, and you water your lawn regularly, and the water gets on the sidewalk, it will rust your sidewalk. Okay, so imagine what it does to your insides. Bo is one of the 3 trolls by artist Thomas Dambo at your local Audubon park. There are more than 84 of his trolls. Oh, Bree out in Washington State. She did the troll. She hunted for trolls in one of her videos. She saw a couple of them. Sherry is all in on the pineapple and ham bacon on pizza. All right, Robin, have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, she does. She has trolls. There's one in Ballard Watch. See, I knew that. I done knew that. Where's Bay Sharp? Where is your child, SK?
Probably watching the NFL draft.
Probably. Where is Bay Sharp with a PH? Fatima used to collect troll dolls as a kid because they were the thing. And you had to brush their wild hair. There's a couple there who had traveled all over the country to find the trolls.
Hello, Miss Ransom.
Wow.
Okay, so I know I'm gonna get yelled at, and I'll take the yelling at. I will take 100%. So I'm sitting at Fran Dan's site. The little girl on a bicycle riding. She wasn't in the mood. She was on the side.
Don't know where the blue shorts are.
I don't even know. I literally walked out because she almost hit the girl on the bike.
Bob had a surfing troll.
So I followed her to her site and I said, hey, can you slow down? Then she gets mad. No me, I need energy. So we're coming with hysterical. So this,
Linda had an OG troll doll.
we don't have any. And then it was, oh my God, you Philly and Jersey. They go, yeah, you're right, I'm Jersey. And then she's like, I wasn't speeding, I was doing 5. I wasn't speeding, I was doing 7. And I said, which one were you doing? Were you doing 5 or were you doing 7? Well, either way, you were going too fast. Too fast. And if you want to go to the office and complain that I'm saying something to you, I am at site, I want. Then her arms went up in the air. She said, my son,
Right, that's it. She's on the phone.
and then it was, what are you going to do? Beat me up? No, but you keep acting this way. Ooh, and I want to, like, you have to slow down. Slow down. She kept calling me crazy. Okay, I'm crazy. Slow down. Slow down. Uh-huh. That's fine. Yeah, all right, Stanley. Never that, listen, I'm just following up. That was trying to get to. I wasn't the only one who was walking towards her. Not that everybody was walking towards her, but I wasn't the only one. I approached nicely. I did approach nicely, but again, I'm somebody. So they're coming at me aggressively. I'm coming back aggressively. Listen, I agree.
Tipsy. Right next to your site. Can't she go somewhere private?
Listen, I get what you're saying, and normally that's not me. It's not me. But when she, listen, I'm hearing your advice, but when she almost hit that girl on the bike,
I understand, and I'll deal with that, but I can tell you, okay,
and then she was like, you need to keep your kid out of the middle of the road. Your kid's in the middle of the road. I said, who's my kid? Who's my kid? Who are you talking? You don't even know who my kid is. But I tell you, you will see crazy if you can. You will see crazy. It's my kid because she's speeding. Yeah, when would you let me ride? No problem. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Do you need any more? Like you need me back? Yeah. Thank you so much. And like, I do apologize. Because I normally don't get out of control. But you're, woo, I'm here to tell you. Jess was saying Tracy in her car, Tracy in his car. She started swinging her arm. I got, really want to fight me? No, because if I wanted to fight you, I would have been all right. I didn't say I was. I said if I wanted to.
I'll tell you.
No, I didn't. I thought it was. Yes. I'm sorry. I sure will. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, I'm fine.
You too, bye. Bye.
I think she went back inside. Okay. It's just something that the house. Never a dull moment. That's like, come on, literally across the street. And there you have it, friends. Questions, anyone? Knocked down track out to the. She was doing 7 miles an hour on a bike. She could have killed someone. Well, no, I think she's saying that there was a little girl on her bike, and this woman was driving a little too fast for the campground, so she told her to slow down, and it turned into this whole thing. So she called the campground manager on the phone, and that's what you heard. I'd like to speak to your manager. Attention all campers, blah, 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 blah. I thought I heard that a car driver. Yeah, that's exactly what it was, SK. You heard it right. You can't. He does. He's just checking out his fire. You can't make this stuff up, right? Like, if it's not Kung Fu movies, it's, pubic announcements. Given her highly honed communication skills, I can't possibly imagine why the car driver was upset with her speaking to them. Good thing that woman is a driver. And it's like, it's hard not to hear because, like, you can obviously see we're directly across the street and she wasn't talking softly. Kung Fu Vermont. Whoa. Whoa. You can't make this stuff up. You really can't. What do you think of that, love?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying. Sorry.
You didn't hear that whole conversation she had on the phone?
Oh, it's no, I wasn't paying attention. She was talking to somebody, but I don't know who she was talking. I heard something about I don't want to fight you. I'll make sure that my phone's ready to record anything so that we can sell it.
She was talking to Francine on the phone.
Was she? I didn't know she was talking to Francine. How
And
did you know she was talking to Francine?
because she said, hello, Francine.
Oh,
And then to boot, she put her on speakerphone so like the entire world could hear what they were
I
talking.
wasn't paying attention to her. And I hear, I don't want to fight with you or anything.
It's
Something
good.
to do with. I heard you say something to do with somebody was driving a golf cart.
No, this girl was riding. A little girl was riding her bike,
Yeah.
and this woman came along, and I guess she was speeding down the road, or this other woman that was just on the phone. Like, so she told her to slow down, and it turned into this whole thing. Well, I was only doing 5.
Uh.
Well, I was only doing 7. Okay, so which one were you doing, 5 or 7? If you were doing 7, you were going too fast. You almost hit this little girl on the bike. Like, you need to slow down. This whole thing, like, so she called Francine to let her know, and then Francine wanted her to come and make one of those
Of course.
written statement things. And then she put Francine on speakerphone, and she was originally holding the phone up to her head.
Yeah.
Seriously, it's good to protect the children the speed limit, but there are better ways to handle it. Like with maturity and calm.
Or like throwing a rock at the golf cart. They're both effective.
Record a
One's
video.
just more immediate.
Yeah. Record a video, get the license plate number, tell the manager in the morning, let them take care of it. Well, that's what she was going to do. She was going to, something about like taking a video and like this whole thing. And it was like, smart man, our Jim, making sure he didn't get drawn into the ladies' drama.
No, I didn't know who she was. I saw her come out. She was talking to somebody. I had no idea who she was talking to. And you know, the only thing I said, I don't want to fight. No, I definitely don't want to. You know, otherwise, I'll be writing one of those reports, which I've written in the past and have gone right into the spare toilet paper.
Into the bin?
Into the bin.
Comedy and tragedy. Tracy Brother. Isn't it great having a corner site? You get to see all the things. Sonia will use her weed whacker to throw rocks tomorrow with Jim. No, it's going to rain tomorrow. I might have a chance to weed whack. But Jim knows better than to stand in the path of the weed whacker.
Yeah, I usually try to go to the next county.
The next county. Okay, SK, listen. A few years ago, I was weed whacking the grass over closer to the roadside of the site, and the weed whacker accidentally threw a rock at Jim's knee. Well, you would think that his leg was being cut off by this rock, okay?
I'm very sensitive.
Sonia's trying to kill me. She threw a rock at me. She's trying to throw rocks at me with the weed whacker. Blah, blah. Yes, very dramatic. SK forgot about the campground antics. It's been a winter. Get a corner site, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
Well, it is.
It is fun. You could be sitting there minding your own damn business, hanging out on your own patch of dirt, and like out of nowhere, you just like all this drama just starts right on the corner. You know, it's like, oh, okay, we got entertainment tonight. Gotcha. No accident. Jim attempted to get you to stop. No, she kept. Chuck ran over Tracy with the tractor, so Jim has nothing to complain about. Wow.
I remember that. I think it was just Truck trying to do you one better. Rocks. Look at this. I have 500 horsepower.
And then she almost got ran over by a barbecue truck.
Yeah, I know.
It made her run into the ditch and hurt her shoulder. Yeah, you know. Go to the campground, they said. It'll be fun, they said. You can have cannolis, they said. SK might be camping next weekend. First time this season. Well, there you go. Where are you going to go? Eagle must have a target on her back. She's gonna SK's gonna SK and Bob are gonna go camp at Bucky's.
At Bucky's. Can you do that?
They've been to Bucky's 3 times in the past 18 days.
Well, that's good.
So cannoli. Wow, Scott, you're lagging. I said cannoli like a half an hour ago. If the weather holds out. SK's gonna drag Bob to camp at Bucky's. Even though you can't, she's gonna do it anyway. That's the kind of target I don't need. So, anyway, now that we've had some drama for the evening, getting the oil changed on the RVs next Tuesday, $250 plus tax. Holy moly! It's so quiet now, SK. Ah. I mean, it would have been a totally different story if the two of them were out here in the middle of the road going at it.
Yeah, I might have had to go over to a referee. What are you doing? You know?
Those motorhomes are expensive, thinking of keeping a 3/4 ton and maybe getting a small trailer. It's probably the price of the oil. How many quarts it takes. I think that was her.
Mm-hmm.
And she just walked out of the rec hall and walked down the street. I guess she's going back to her site. I thought she had a kid with her, but I guess not.
I don't know.
We might have a quiet weekend because the weather's not supposed to be that great.
Yeah. Yeah, the people behind us aren't down yet.
They've been coming down a lot on like Saturday afternoons because I think the one girl's got like soccer or volleyball or something.
Sir, could you play the radio a little louder? They can't hear you in Atlantic City over there.
They can't hear you in Atlantic City.
I'm just a little bit grumpy tonight. I don't know. I'm glad I didn't hear that.
Why are you grumpy?
I don't know.
You weren't grumpy before.
Uh,
You didn't turn grumpy until you spilled your soda.
well, that and it took longer to do the chicken than I wanted it to do.
It's
because
fine,
there were
babe.
like 2 big, huge pieces of chicken. I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna have to start buying.
Just get the thinner breasts, that's all.
Well, I'll just do the thighs like I do.
Or the thighs, yeah, it's fine.
because
I think I bought those. It's my fault. You haven't gone to the store yet. I might have bought those.
Yeah. Well, there's one left, so I put it in a
Okay, SK.
freezer bag. Well, where's she going?
To feed the cat.
Oh,
Or give the cat a pill, I'm sorry. Give the cat a pill.
Let us know how you make up with that, all right? Open your gullet.
Adam, my Jim's grumpy. Tracy, Jim's grumpy. He's grumpy at the chicken.
Mm. Okay.
I'm the one that bought the chicken.
I did it in a toaster oven, so that worked out. I had to put it in for an extra 10 minutes.
Tracy said have some coffee.
No, some coffee in the morning. I'll be grumpy and wide awake.
Fatima says you're sad that you missed the SmackDown.
Yeah.
Oh man, you just can't make this stuff up, you know. Always an adventure, and we didn't even go anywhere. The adventure came to us. Maybe he just needs to click the tongs.
I did that already.
Oh, okay. Did it help?
No.
It didn't help. Okay. Yeah, it was like it keeps life exciting. Yeah, I know. Right. Sometimes you don't need that kind of excitement. Like,
Well, I mean, if they were, they're going to go at it, right? We'll put some lights up, sell tickets.
sell popcorn and hot dogs. We got the
wall with a 5-minute time limit. I mean, come on.
round one. Ding, ding, ding. We used to have a corner site up a little hill. We could see all the transients setting up. It was great. She was right in calling Francine, I guess, just in case something came of it, but
Why? Because she told her to slow down, and then they had an argument about how fast she was going 5 or 7 miles an hour.
but Francine goes to bed at like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, well,
8
that's
o'clock.
because she works 2 jobs.
Yeah, so it's like the woman was probably asleep. I mean, not everybody knows that, so Gotta love it. Then we moved to a campground with a boat ramp. That was even better. Oh, I bet. We've watched those boat ramp these guys trying to get there. What was that guy's name? Captain Credit Card or something? The guy that was
credit card, yeah.
Captain Credit Card, yeah. This guy used to like go out on his boat with his video camera or his phone, and he used to he used to film all the people trying to get their boats out of the water with the Captain Credit Card. And then what's the other one with the
Miami boat ramp. The other one.
Miami boat ramp?
Or are you talking about
No, overhauling. No, overhaul.
Yeah.
What the heck is it? Down in Florida.
Yeah, it's
Ooh.
boat something. Boat zone.
Boat zone, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Where they do these people coming in and out of the inlet
When creating all this wake
or sinking themselves.
or sinking themselves, yeah.
Dumping people
Not having
bow
life vests
riding that
on.
aren't supposed to be bow riding.
Yeah.
You know.
No life vests.
No life preservers. Kids in the front. You know, the nose goes under one of these big things, washes people back. And like,
And nosedive the boat, that's the end of it.
I mean, when I had a boat, there were certain places that I would just not go out.
Yeah.
You know, I would not, unless I hit somebody that knew more than I did, I wouldn't go out Barnegat Inlet because it was terrible. So I used to go out Great Egg Inlet. And then one day that got bad on me, snuck up on me
Yeah.
and threw me all over the place.
I remember when we went out that one day to go to the lighthouse
Yeah.
and the weather got bad really quick, remember?
Bye.
Hi. And you were like, I swear I looked at the weather before we went. Where did this storm come from? And turn around whole ass back to the lagoon.
That was one of the few times I was going to go out Barnegat
Yeah.
because that's where the lighthouse. And I wasn't even going to go out Barnegat. I was just going to go halfway out. And she could take pictures of the lighthouse. Like, excuse me.
Where did you come from? The final move, we bought some land in a condo, mobile home park. The neighbor was psycho. All over Inlet, that's it. Thank
All
you.
over, yeah.
Thank you, Tracy. All over Inlet, yeah. Wavy boats, yeah. And then they do the ones out of the Manasquan Inlet.
Yeah. We actually went there. And
Yeah,
it wasn't that bad that we didn't have that. Oh,
Yeah, we've been to
went up
Manasquan.
there to take video of it, and it was like dead calm almost.
It was weird.
It was
It was fall though.
it was full of most of the people.
Most of the boats were already winterized. I mean, we only live like an hour or so from Manasquan Inlet, so
Right there by the state police barracks. Conveniently.
he ended up burning down his place. Took him 2 tries. And then there was the lady that had a crush on Chuck. She always needed him to help her do something. Wow. Chuck had a crush. Wow.
Like put more wood up. Can we? You want me to put another piece of wood on this, or
Chuck had somebody chasing after him. Wow. Yeah,
oh, Chuck?
all over Inlet. The only thing I don't like watching about All Over Inlet is the fact that they concentrate their cameras on these boats that get caught in the wake, and they're all like these women in bikinis with like their boobs flopping up and down all over the place. And
What's wrong with that?
hey,
Well, what's wrong with it?
what's wrong with
I'm
it?
just asking you. What's wrong with that? You think they make those clothing for people not to look?
Hey, McGill. But it's-
What the hell did I walk into now?
Campground Crush, right? SK, you missed like this. Read above, SK. Just read above. You think you have stories? Look at the story that Tracy just wrote. Uh, yeah, like okay, like concentrate on what like the video's about. Like these
You
boats
don't
are gonna-
understand. Those scantily clad ladies is what drives the views up.
Oh, I'm sure
They
it
could
does.
care less about people swamping their boats and the Coast Guard and the Marine Police coming to help them. They
it's
could care less about that.
it's
You gotta like lean to your audience, you know? Give the audience what they want.
it is a nice night, McGill. I want to see.
I don't.
I want to see the people swamp their boats. I don't want to see the women in the bikinis.
Well, you should put a comment in there. Where's the guys wearing the speedos?
No, that's okay. Tracy is not wearing a bikini for views in capital letters.
Well, young women feeling their oats. And usually, like, I know, it's really like, $2 million boats. So there's a price for everything. You know what I'm saying?
SK says pyromaniac, flirty ladies, women in loose floppy clothing. Okay, I'm caught up. Campground Smackdown. That should be the thumbnail, right?
Oh, come on.
Ah, shit. Twilight Zone, Fatima. Twilight Zone. SK probably has a story about a bikini in her
Well, I'm
many.
sure she does.
She does, he says. In her many book of tales. It wasn't loose floppy, it was dental floss. Yeah. And then they try to stuff 15 people into a boat that can only hold 10.
Yeah. Some of these people are just stupid. And they live there. I mean,
Yeah, and they know.
there's every once in a while you'll see one try to go out of there that's got out of state registration on it. I kind of feel for those guys because, like, oh, they said that this would be okay and didn't check the weather and didn't check the wind. The next thing you know,
the inlet and the ocean come together.
what a boom. Then they have people that run up. There's a beach like on the other side of the breakwater, and they lose it. They go over there and
Oh, yeah.
off.
At least no one has been kidnapped or thrown overboard, so we're good, she says. Actually, I have never worn a bikini in my life. Not even when I was 98 pounds and good looking, she says.
Well, there's nothing that says that she's not good looking now. There's just more of her to be good looking up, I guess. Right? She's not 98. Just repeating back to her comment. Don't be putting yourself down.
Don't put yourself down, lady.
Don't pick on yourself.
Oh my god.
I mean, Daryl sports a Speedo. He probably should be doing.
Yeah, yeah.
I often wonder how long when when the camera's on, how long it is before he can turn around and breathe before he turns blue. But that's terrible. He's entitled.
Fatima says she's not a bikini type either.
No.
SK always thought bikinis were just too close to looking like underwear. And then SK says, "Why, thank you, Jim. Did you hear that, Bob?"
It doesn't take long to figure out it's in the inside that counts.
Bob's like, I'm just a...
Bob's not Bob.
Bob's not gonna say a word.
Let me put the throttle up on my train a little more and blow the whistle. So
And I never wanted my midriff exposed in the ocean like that. I have a picture of myself sitting on the... Well, we were at the gas dock. Jim had to stop and put fuel in the boat. And I had him take a picture of me sitting on the bow of the boat.
Yep.
I still have that picture.
Mm-hmm.
Bob's like, wait. He's like, what? There was a train whistle in my ear? This guy's like, oh, well, in that case, I guess I lose. People always pop into the chat in like the worst times. You know,
Yeah, I know.
talking about like bikinis and boobs and wakes and boats and pyromaniacs. It's like, okay, I got it. I'm caught up. Everybody else is like, the hell is going on here? What did I just walk into? And Scott must have left because he didn't get any of this. Or he's just keeping extremely quiet. This guy's like, I got some Jersey Shore stories.
I'm sure you do.
Gotta love it. SK's Jersey Shore stories probably have to do with an ex-boyfriend when they were walking down the boardwalk and a seagull came down and ate a French fry out of their hand or something,
This is SK we're talking.
or the seagull nipped at the ex-boyfriend's something or other, and
This
caused.
is SK we're talking. Oh.
Or they got hauled off by the Wildwood Police Department, or so.
They actually have a curfew in Wildwood now. No, it's not Wildwood. It's Seaside. They put a curfew.
Seaside, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Wildwood will catch up once
They
the first.
they close the boardwalk at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. Well, Wildwood will catch up the first time they have an incident on the boardwalk. They'll shut it down at like 10 or 11. There was this one time, she says, when my sister and brother-in-law wanted to match me with a friend of theirs.
Oh, well, that's usually an interesting start to any story.
It always involves being set up with a guy by somebody else.
Yeah, because you don't know what you're getting into, or what you want to get into, or any of those things.
a blind date, yeah. He owned an automotive service station / garage. And he was Italian.
Oh, there's two big red flags going right there.
Did he specialize in concrete shoes? Seske was newly divorced, so she said, okay.
Why not?
He took me out to dinner and kept talking the whole time about how he loved to bake muffins.
Muffins.
Muffins, yes.
Okay. That's an innocent enough sounding subject.
You know, if SK ever wrote a memoirs book, it would probably have to come in like 3 volumes.
Yeah, wrapped in brown paper.
She thought it was a little odd, but figured that a lot of Italian men learned to bake from their mothers.
That's they just don't admit it.
Yeah, sit down. This might take a while.
Well, I'm just thinking about if I need to reconsider the decision not putting enough piece of wood on the fire.
John was like, it sounds fine so far. So Bob says he didn't know how to do spaghetti. Bob. Spaghetti. Come on, that's okay. Don't let us down there.
Probably reconsidering I should telling this story.
Are you sure he was talking about foods?
Well, I didn't really want to go there, Mr. Roberts.
Oh, we have to congratulate Gord.
Why? What'd he do? Changed his beer and he wants to do an incredibly long hike with his daughter.
She said, on the way home, he asked me if I wanted to join him to bake muffins.
What time was this?
No, not. And then she says, Tracy, you're very smart. So I said, sure, and we went to his house. It was a very nice house with a very nice kitchen. I was impressed.
And they baked muffins. Or something.
I'll text you, Fatima. He didn't want it mentioned in the chat.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations, Gord, for whatever you did.
Incoming message, Fatima. Check your phone, lady. Except he didn't get out flour, sugar, and milk and eggs, all the things for muffins. I'm afraid. Yeah, that's what I said.
Did you get a rolling pin or anything? Or
That's when she realized that in South Jersey, muffins has a whole other meaning. So on the first date, you wanted to
McMuffins.
make muffins. That really different meaning. Oh God. What time is this one supposed to pick up? Not until 9 a.m.
What's that?
The wind.
Uh,
Did you have to jump out a window? Night, Sherry. She's got to finish the story before we go. So she left, called her brother-in-law, gave him a very loud piece of her mind, and told him to come pick me up. Ah, a very loud piece of her mind. Oh my God. All right, my friends, we're going to call this a night. The fire has died down. She didn't go out on another blind date for 5 years. She was scarred after that. Thanks for the story, SK. They're always fun to hear. But anyway, hope you had a good night tonight. Even though we had a little bit of excitement. You know, never a dull moment. Oh, that's not till we don't have to talk about that yet. That's not till June. Anyway, that one didn't work out either, so she married Bob. Oh, we love Bob. We like Bob. Uh, Everybody have a great weekend. Don't do anything that we wouldn't do, and if you do, blame it on the guy that wanted to make muffins. Uh, and we will see you all Monday night. Bye, everybody.